No misdealing poker, Americans. God's got his way of dealing with fungus among us.
Got no fucking interest in playing the game. He just wants to waste everyone's time to bring stupid shit up from 2 years ago. That is the kind of guy who I want to punch.
We are locked. We are loaded. 9mm. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy KingCobraJFS back at it with another video. It's chilling like a rock star villain. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. If you want to buy a badass t-shirt, I will put a link to it in the comments. It's the Power to the People shirt. Rocking some Dreamer glasses, very retro. Speaking of dreamers, I dream of a world where black power and white power can just get along. It's not about white or black, it's about power to the people. That's why I call it people power, because the power is in our hands to change it. So I do have a Bud Light. I bought 2 of these last night, and I wanted to save one for today to toast to Mr. Martin Luther King Jr. That's what's up. It is, it's January 16th. So join me today in fighting the fight against racism and sexism like we do every day. It doesn't have to be Martin Luther King Jr. Day to do it. People make fun of me because I'm going bald, or that I haven't had pussy in 5 years. Quite frankly, I don't care. There are bigger problems in the world. Sexism and racism has only gotten worse because now the other side, it's called revenge sexism and revenge racism is what it's called. You can't call it reverse, because if it was reverse racism, then it wouldn't be racist at all. Okay, so I see what society's trying to label it as, but I'd call it revenge, because wouldn't you want revenge if your people have been fucked with for centuries? But the cool thing about 2023 YouTube is that a black man can now run for president. We had a half-black man by the name of Barack Obama, and that's most definitely what's up. I voted for Obama. So, it has gotten better to a point, but it still hasn't, Like in Martin Luther King Jr.'s time, a black man could not run for president. So they would look at you like, man, you've been smoking too many jazz cigarettes. Black flame to light my green smoke. So that's cool to an extent, that it has gotten better. But there's still room for improvement. There always is, YouTube. Now, what irks me about the assholes who are ruining it for BLM is if you are a fellow black person and you're screwing over, I'm not saying anything, I'm white, I know what I am, I see my skin tone, dude, fuck off. Okay? Is knowing that you, as a black person, you have all this money you're making from BLM, and you have a chance to help change it for the black community, and what do? You run with that fucking money, and you waste it on rims and frivolous shits, instead of putting it back into your own community. Excuse me. Ooh. That 4 Aces pipe tobacco's rough, but it gets you by in a pinch. Assuming that all white people are racist, Man, that's a racist statement, but you know what? I'm not here to talk like that because it's not the time for that. You can't ask questions without offending someone. Like, you ask questions like, how is it racist? Please educate me. What are your thoughts? And it's like, instead of answering that with, you know what I'm saying, their deal, fucking, you know, you ask, those are the tough questions that people don't want to answer. If we're not willing to have a discussion about this, then change isn't going to happen. That is, the N word is racist, then black people should not be allowed to say it either. You want to talk about racial equality? I acknowledge I'm a white person dropping N-bombs left and right trying to sound gangster. It just sounds annoying as shit. Or when they're dropping it in like a racial context, you just want to, you know, that's one of those cracker moments. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? Because black people have an N-word moment. Chris Rock said it. You know, us white folks get that shit too. Let me explain. You know, when one of your white friends is doing like dumbest shit, you take them out to the club to hang out with your interracial group of people that you know that you're super tight with, and fucking they get drunk and they start acting a little racist and getting crazy, and you're just sitting there going, I don't know this cracker. No, I do not. I do not know this cracker. Took off the shade so I could look at my iTunes because I wanted to jam some fucking Aussie. His last two albums I donated were the Prince of Darkness album and Patient Number 9. Yes. Made good use of my iTunes gift cards that I got for the holidays. And I'm glad I did that because the Prince of Darkness album's got a couple of songs that I never heard that I actually really like. Bloody good. Including like the original demo for Mama I'm Coming Home, which it sounds similar but it's different. It's more raw, you know. But Kanye West, not trying to be a dick, but Kanye West has said some really fucking dumb shit. Just dumbass cracker shit. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? When I heard Kanye West say that slavery don't exist, I was just like, wow. Could you imagine if Eminem's white ass acted like this, dude? Get the fuck out of here. I'm like, because Kanye West is allegedly schizophrenic or some shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, not everything they're firing up, So we've all had those moments. Even there are a lot of black people listening to Kanye West dumb shit going, is this cracker for real? And like, what really pisses me off about the whole thing anymore is you can't support Trump without being labeled some kind of racist or sexist. Obama's family gets a white dog. Nobody screams about racism. They're just like, oh, that's the cutest fucking dog ever. Holy shit. But Trump's family gets a white dog, and it's automatically because they're racist. I'm like, that's what we call race baiting. I would like to get to a point in our society where minorities and everyone else are no longer victims and they have equality. As long as you ain't a sicko and you have equality to us straight, white, cisgendered men, awesome. And on top of that, we got to stop demonizing people just because you're straight, white, or cisgendered or male. That's bullshit. You want to channel this social aggression towards each other into something more like positive to hate? Why don't you have a seat? Yeah. Also, check out Anxiety Wars. Don't even get me started on that bullshit. How the fuck did we go from Chris Hansen's "why don't you have a seat" to some asshole trying to normalize it? Like, no, stop, nope, bleh. Like, okay, you want to be transgender? You want to have pronouns? You want to be gay, straight, lesbian, LGBTQIAA plus, whatever, fine. But that's where we gotta draw the line, people. The second you start trying to identify as, like, trans species or transracial or trans disabled or transplant, I mean, where does it end? You know, I'm not trying to be that guy because I totally support LGBTQIAA plus, and I hate sickos. And when I see sickos taking advantage of our super woke culture and trying to brainwash people with stupid arguing points, I'm like, okay, yeah, some people deserve equality and some people just don't, dude. That's how it is. And it doesn't matter what race the person is. If you're a sicko, then fuck you. You know, that's what I have to say to that. But, like, every time they catch a fucking sicko on, like, To Catch a Predator, it's always some creepy white dude. That is, like, some seriously horrible bad PR for whites everywhere. I'm like, nope. You know, and it's just, it's how the society does this shit. It's all social manipulation to make us think, like, certain things, stereotypes, you know? They do the same thing with black people, so don't get it twisted. Blech. I fucking hate sickos, dude. Like, there's so much fucking crap wrong with our society. I'm fucking over it, dude. To be honest. And you hear it in the news on YouTube all the time. People are talking about it and just inserting their talking points. And it gets to a point where I'm like, nope. Hold on 1 second. Shut off the internet for a couple hours. Listen to some Ozzy Osbourne. Crack open a beer. Get some Delta 8 or whatever the fuck, you know, and fucking chill out for the afternoon and just vibe. Here's the thing of it. Racism, I feel like, is a personal choice. You know, I feel like racism is a personal choice, and it's also influenced by your life and how you grow up and the people around you. You can disagree with me. This is the internet. That is your choice. Well, my phone's going off, but I'm busy progressively trying to change the world for the better. The phone's about to die. I need to charge that bitch. Anyways, that being said, okay, if you're friends with a racist, people automatically assume that you yourself are also racist. And I feel like that's kind of unfair. Because there are a lot of blacks and whites who are just in the middle of all of this going, hey man, we just want to smoke some fucking weed and chill out. We don't want drama or fucking trouble or any of it, you know.
version.